They never should have got rid of the big cats in the shows. The elephants, Lord yes, they should have got rid of those a long time ago. And there's a difference. Regardless of what you may have heard to the contrary by special interest groups, big cats weren't really abused in the shows. You know how to train an elephant? An elephant weighs 4 tons and it knows it does. And it knows you don't. If an elephant doesn't want to do something, it's intelligent enough to know how big it is and know that it doesn't want to do it, and it will not. And the only way to make an elephant behave, the only way to make an elephant do what you want, is to cause it pain. A lot of people's never heard of a bull hook. It looks like a fireplace poker on steroids. When an elephant would misbehave, they would hook it in the ear and give it a good twist. Something similar is used on bulls. That's how it got its name. They would hook it into the ring on a bull's nose and twist it to get a bull to mind. But they use these on elephants. They'd use prods on them and the sharp point of the bull hook on an elephant. Elephants were sometimes, not at every show, don't get me wrong, some shows really treated their elephants like royalty. A lot of shows, though, they didn't treat the elephants exactly right. And yeah, I'm kind of glad that a lot of shows have done away with elephants. Big cats, on the other hand, I want you to try to use a whip on a lion. I want you to try to starve a lion or a tiger or a cheetah and get in the cage with it when it hasn't eaten in a few days. Well, you're not going to be in that cage too long. You're going to be in the cat. Try hitting a full-grown lion. It's not going to work out too well for you. No, the big cat tamers, they developed a relationship with their animals. They developed a relationship with their cats like you would a house cat, like Nemo here. You have to learn how the animal thinks. It has to be comfortable with you and you with it. There's footage out there of some of these big cat tamers laying in the floor with their lions and tigers, and the cats licking them and playing with them. That's because they trusted one another, and you get that kind of trust through cooperation, not violence. A lot of the lion tamers, you see them with the chair and the whip. It's part of the act. I assure you that lion was acting the entire time. And the lion tamer wasn't actually holding the lion back with the chair and the whip. They were working together. Like I said, you don't want to crack a bullwhip on a full-grown lion, because that lion is going to bite your head off every time. So, yeah, the elephant shows, like I said, not all of them. Not all of them, but a lot of the shows did abuse the elephants, and I'm happy that a lot of the shows have done away with them. The big cats, they should have kept them. They should still be going on today. And you want to know why? You want to talk animals in captivity, and that's the big thing a lot of people like to complain about? Look at pictures of a lion in the wild, in Africa. You can see their ribs usually. It's because they hunt gazelles and zebras, and they're not always successful. A lion spends most of its time laying around to conserve energy, because they don't always make a kill. They don't always eat. Most cats are that way. Look at lions in zoos. Look at lions in the circuses. They're pretty fat. You ever see a skinny lion in a circus? No. They keep them well fed. Like I said, you don't want to get into a cage with a starving lion. Those lions ate better in the circus than they ever would have in the wild. And elephants like to roam. They like to run all over the place. An elephant wakes up here today, it's going to be 2 counties over by tomorrow night. They like to roam. Cats, they like to lay around, just like your house cat. So those lions and tigers in the circuses were getting exactly what they wanted. They got to lay around, they got to sleep, they got well fed. They probably never had it so good. You get these organizations like, well, I'm not gonna name any. You know the ones I'm talking about. Talking about all these animals being abused. Poor them. The same organizations that have the highest kill ratios in their shelters. The same ones that put down millions of animals a day and ask for your money to do it. Yeah, those guys. Yeah, I don't buy into to a lot of these organizations that claim to be for animal rights. I'm all for animal rights. I love animals, except snakes. I don't like snakes or hornets, but I do love the rest of them, and I want them to be healthy and I want them to be happy. And there's a lot of folks on both sides of the aisle that don't. And there's a lot of folks out there, a lot of rubes that don't understand animals in the circus. And you asked about it, so I figured I'd give a candid answer on that one. And that's I've known lots of people that's worked with animals in shows, and lots of people that's worked with animals in zoos. And this is what I know from first and second hand experience in the field. So there you go, folks.